Team Canada finished with a record of 10-1, Ontario 9-2, and by virtue of that one game difference, Team Canada, Gushue got choice of last rock and the stones, so he does have the hammer, and he is elected to play the red rocks from across the sheet. Yellow to be played now by Ontario, and to get us going, the Ontario lead, Tim March.
Real close.
Well, I thought Brad Gushue said it best after the round robin game yesterday. He said, we've got to hope that John Epping doesn't play as good as he did because they had their hands full. It took everything they had to beat them.
That's exactly right. Well played game by Ontario, and that has to give them confidence. You think they'd be the tighter of the two teams early here, but they've got that memory from last night. Even though it was a loss, it was a really close game.
You're good.
This has been such an impressive first Brier for Epping, for John. Just, I think more the way they've played. They really just have gone out there. You talked about it in the opening. They're just playing without fear, and that's really hard to do when you've been trying for years to get to this Brier.
Yes, yes, and we think I would say he's dialed it back a little bit in certain situations. He'll bail out now maybe a little bit sooner than he did before, but he knows, he's a realist. He knows to beat somebody like a Gushue, you have to put pressure on him.
A little fresh in there too.
11 appearances before finally getting out, and you're right. His coach Jim Wilson said it's part of the maturing of John Epping.
Weight's good.
Russ, that he does tend to be a little bit more conservative, but you'll still see him put lots of rocks in play, say, in the ninth. Let's take a look at the keys to the game, and we'll start with Ontario.
Well, stay Cam and carry on. And what I mean by that is Matt Cam, he's up against Mark Nichols. And Mark, I know, I was in the Olympics with him. He's one of the big game players you'll ever have. Guy that'll crawl 85, 90% all week. When you really need him, he's even better. And carry on is what I mean. Don't change anything. Don't overthink this. They've been that good all week. Just do what you've been doing and let the chips fall where they may.
That applause, or that one person clapping in the front row for that. They did appreciate. You can hear them just now. Let's go to the keys for Team Canada.
Well, you talk about Team Canada. Sorry, I'm laughing. If the Gushue fit.
Oh,
I know. I thought that was pretty good. Just do what you're doing. It's working. They're converting with the hammer. They're forcing without. It's a simple formula. And then we talk about with most teams, it's the 15%. Teams will curl 85%. What do you do with that other 15? Gushue's team curling 91%. It's what they're doing with that 9%. Managing the stones, getting the roll. That's what's really working.
Keys to the game are brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures.
So?
Yeah, I saw the Newfoundland supporters getting up and cheering, so they like that.
Hair less.
Like that.
Whoa. Hair less.
It's past their bedtime out here.
Hair less. Whoa. Roll it, Maddie. Roll it over there. Attaboy, very good.
You know, one of the things you talk about with the experience of the Gushue team and having been through and in these situations before is they talked about today being the first of their only one game day. They've always played 2 games. So Brad was talking about that they were going to get up, and during the time that they typically would be playing that first game, they were going to go do something and try and kind of mimic the schedule of a 2-game day.
Interesting.
You don't want to change too much because it's been working so well.
Remember the year I played with Brad in Halifax and then Torino. You'd have what, 9 o'clock game, 8:30 practice. Brad would say, "Well, we'll set the alarm for 5:30," and I'm like, "No."
Wow.
But he had heard through a psychologist that your brain doesn't fully function for roughly 2 hours, especially mine, I guess. And that's what there's no stone unturned with this guy.
No, he doesn't leave anything to chance. Well, he tried so long, Brian, to get out of Ontario, and I know one place that is particularly proud of John Epping is his hometown of Peterborough.
You know, it's been a wonderful week, and they should be proud. He's played fantastic, and him and Tim March back home in Ontario, him and Tim, they practice a lot together, and Tim actually saw this coming a week before the Brier began. He said they were practicing, and he told his coach, Jim Wilson, if he's like this at the Brier, we're going to be in great shape. He's automatic. He's like a machine right now. He's lights out. And I know it's his first Brier. Matt Cam's the only guy who's played in a Brier before in this team, but he said that experience at the trials, it helped, but he noticed at the Brier, everyone's more laid back. The intensity not as geared up with a chance to go to the Olympics. So they've really used that laid back atmosphere here to play well, have fun, and it's translated into wins and translated into Ontario into the playoffs at the Brier for the first time since 2013 Edmonton.
And it just goes to show you, just look at other first-time skips, and you just go back to a year ago, Brendan Boncher. Now he's in second time, but look at 3 and 8. McEwen did well, of course. Carruthers struggled. Laycock, Brad Jacobs even, and then Brad Gushue. So to go 9 and 2 is quite the story for John Epping.
All right, Brad. Hard! 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 Okay, Mark.
I was trying to look up, Russ, how big of an advantage it was for Brad Gushue to start with a hammer, and he's 7 and 1 when he starts with the hammer. But then I looked on the other side, and he's 3 and 0 when he starts without. So yeah, it really doesn't matter.
That's yeah, no kidding.
Pretty good numbers.
But you know, in their last 3 games, 2 extra end victories, had to draw the pin against Ontario, and the game in between went down to the last shot in the 10th end. So they've been pushed.
Well, and Epping even said in that game last night, even though Brad Gushue said it was an incredible game by the Ontario team, Epping said that wasn't their best game. So if that wasn't their best game and they went to an extra end, Brad Gushue will have his hands full.
No kidding.
Oh, we hadn't really.
Trying to roll this anywhere? No, I think right on the nose. Then he's got to roll. Nose, yeah. Nose might be out. Yeah. I think just board with that ice. Okay.
Board.
Just board.
Board.
Yep. Good weight. Board. Yep.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
I think he made
Whoa.
a point, Cheryl, that
Very nice.
about, you know, Gushue. This isn't about defending.
Nice
this
throw,
is about
Brad.
keeping. He truly,
Rolls anywhere.
I think anyone would, but
He rolls anywhere.
the fact
from
that
roll,
it's been
it
so
all goes
long,
in.
you know, for him only to be the second after McDuff, they want to keep that Maple Leaf and wear it in Newfoundland and Labrador.
Well, they know how many years and how hard it was to get it. So they're not going to easily let that go. That might be just the intensity. You noticed it, Vic. I noticed it. Russ did. Just
Well, it took me back a bit.
yeah.
I went, oh, okay, all right, just don't see that.
No, you don't. Little edge.
Edge of rock, Mark.
There's nothing wrong with it. We see it in all kinds of sports, Russ. You, as the person who are on the receiving end, as we go towards the blank, you can't let that bother you. You just have to let it slide.
Yep.
And it goes away.
Oh, exactly.
It's all part of the being part of the team.
Good.
And staying with it. Oh, look out, look out. And it'll just spin away from the top edge. That close to an unforced error. We vote blank on the board here in the first.
Good, Matty. Good, we saw that one.
Brad. Not a lot of ice for Cutter.
A new format at the Brier and a new format for the annual Ford Hot Shocks. 15 teams started the week with a chance to win $15,000, and one lucky fan would receive a 2-year lease on a brand new 2018 Ford Escape SE. The field narrowed down to just 4 teams. In the final round, Team Northern Ontario pulls away, including a 5 in the Around the Horn triple takeout, finishing with a total of 69 points, and they win the $15,000. And Ford, giving back to individuals who go further in their community. Here in Regina, that individual, Mary Ann LaRock Omar. Oh my, she wins herself a 2-year lease on a brand new 2018 Ford Escape SE. Well, we started last Saturday, of course, in the 4 sheets in play here at the Brand Center, home of the Regina Pats. But now on this championship weekend, there's just one, and all the focus is on sheet C. For this 1-2 page playoff, Team Canada, the defending champions, Brad Gushue, playing the Redstones with Last Rock here in 2 against Ontario, and John Epping playing the yellow. After that blanket one, it is once again Team Canada that does have the hammer.
Interesting, this 2 perfect shots, maybe a little wide for that corner guard for Gushue, but 2 well thrown rocks. That one's overcurled and way light, and that's where we saw a few missed shots earlier today.
Yeah, like that.
I heard Brendan say he thought there was maybe a little flat spot or something out there. They'd make a little hook, get into the middle too soon. To keep an eye on it.
Yeah, there was no chance of holding them a couple times in that path.
That could have just been human error, but
Not bad.
to keep an eye.
It's all there. Line's close.
T-line or better.
Line's good. Whoa.
Back 4.
Whoa, wait then. Whoa.
He's trying to come down.
Whoa, doesn't need a curl. Doesn't need a curl. Doesn't need to curl.
No, this goes hard to the wings.
A little bit, Brett. Yep.
And they do go around, sitting the shot stone top.
Good shot.
12.
Good.
Assuming it'll run right up the sheet for you, Pat.
Good throw.
Try it, Pat.
Oh, how close was that? If you tried to do that, it would take you 20 tries.
Yeah. Pat knows it too.
What'd you get on Jeff? Split.
403.
Okay.
Top 4 T, eh?
T-line.
You can go.
Thought it was fine, guys.
I got light. Really good. He's close.
I liked it.
Brett Gallant.
Where are you?
Walker, Nichols.
Top 4. Like it a curl if you can, guys.
It's holding like it's all there, so
Make sure it's at least
Have a
T-line
look.
or better. Right on the T. Yep, come on,
Yep.
Jeff. Come on, Jeff.
you're gonna slow down out here, guys. Hurt. Gotta go. Gotta
At
go.
least T-line or better.
Hurt.
Go, 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 go. Good. Hey, Brett. Good shot.
It took its time.
They're just so good. Judging of the stones.
Yeah, that would be the absolute first shot after practice in that area, so very good guesstimate.
I would have liked that slightly deeper, but even this roll's made, and it has to be made perfect. It's going to be on the T-line or a little better, a little deeper than that.
Pat Jansen.
Stay close. It's trying.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
Attaboy.
And he'll just bonk it on the nose and sit right there.
But this is what Canada's done, Ulrich, really. You just look at this as a perfect example. They're making Ontario chase. So they make the perfect come around, and then they have to chase to try the run back, miss that. Then they make the perfect to the wings, and then they have to try to get the roll, and they don't make that. And early in the game, when you're really trying to figure out ice, those shots are a lot tougher.
Close.
No, 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 no. No, never. Never. Curl a bit. No.
And it'll spin away.
Unforced.
Hey, good board or board?
You know, further to what
I thought the weight was okay.
Cheryl was saying, Russ, that's
Probably on the
why
max end. I wouldn't have
the hammer at this level is so important. I mean, if you can get that opposition
Yes.
chasing you right out of the gate.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
paying.
And you know, if you manage to stick your 2 here,
Good board, eh?
Yeah, good.
Epping's got 8 ends to beat you by 3. That doesn't happen very often against Gushue. What's he going to do it here this wide? It's got to slow down for sure. I think it'll curl.
Gotta go.
Really gotta go.
Really gotta go.
That just did not have a chance at all.
And it's
Hold
going
this
to
one,
be
Timmy.
all over that guard. So they're going to hand this opportunity right back now to split the rings.
97 on yours.
Okay. Makes sense.
It slid good. It slid better than.
Better than it looked out of hand.
Yeah.
It's nice speed.
Same broom you had, eh? Same path?
Yep. Maybe a hair less than I had. It's pretty well the same.
Yeah, we jumped yours, which held it.
The ability to make the rocks go left and right. It's amazing because they actually thought glance was light, but once they brushed it, they kept it out in the good stuff a little longer.
T. Let it curl. Needs a curl. Just past T.
Line's okay, guys.
Like the. Go back here, guys. Right back here. Right to my broom. Come on, Brett. Gotta go. Gotta go hard. Hard.
Well, just to your point, Russ, that's kind of that 9% you talk about, right? So if you're a little light, how do they manage it? If you're a little tight, how do they manage it? And then you have to look to the brushers that they can make that 9%. They can reduce that down to probably 5 just by some pretty great brushing and judging.
Then you're not missing many, are you?
No. No. And you're playing really well. And that's what they have been. I mean, we saw Brad Gushue. He played 98% the other night.
Roll it over, and it'll slide. And
Good throw, Matt. That's my fault.
just very lively, the stones. The house is good early.
It's coming so hard, it just sprung.
Yeah, I think John thought he had that. He actually jumped it to brush it over there.
I would think if anything, it's going to slide a little better.
Yeah.
Because it's a little straighter.
Shade quicker this way, maybe?
If anything, I think it'd be very similar.
If I throw the same
Throw
weight.
same.
right?
It's the same. I don't know why. I don't think it'd be any quicker.
Okay.
Same.
Okay.
Pretty simple, too, coming up here.
Same. More. Here, more.
Weight's good. T. T your back button.
Well then,
Just on the T, boys.
Top 4.
really
Go ahead,
curling.
then.
Top 4. T.
Just behind T now.
Whoa.
Right on the
Above
T.
above T.
Just above T.
Bite the
We're
T.
above.
Bite the T.
Yep.
Yep.
Come on, hard. Hard. Okay, good. Great weight.
They really dive at the end.
Two
Yeah.
perfect stones by Mark.
Well, the 1-2 page, just as you say, Gushue fits him. He just loves it, and he's done well. 3-1 record. The only loss was 2015 to Brad Jacobs, and last year winning over Mike McEwen on the way to winning the championship. Here he is again in the 1-2 page playoffs.
Yeah, pretty familiar spot for him.
And 121 wins now as a skip. It was a record-setting week for Brad Gushue.
Incredible.
Gotta go. Okay. Gotta go real hard on this one. Okay. Hard to get it past it. Go. All you can get. Go. Good brush.
So close.
Keep scrubbing.
Try and stay in the 8 foot here.
It just stays for shot rock. Brad has to make a play, then there would be a red double.
It's different path than Mark and Jeff.
Yeah. Are we trying to?
I think we want to stay in the 8 foot.
Yeah, nibble the 8.
Put a
So that way
wider
if he hits
path
and
here,
rolls,
Jeff.
we can still jam it.
And then midweek, of course, he
Maybe a little less than that, Mark.
surpassed both Russ and Kevin as the winningest skip of all time, now at 121 and counting.
Even in this newer path, Brad, that's all you're looking
What's that,
for.
Brad?
Even in the newer path. This is wider than Mark. I threw here in practice, so Brad.
There's a lot of hits in the first end down this
we
path,
talked
so I don't think
earlier
it's going to
this
be much
week,
slower
Mark.
here.
Yeah, take
Maybe
it
a
easy.
foot or
Well,
two,
well,
but-
he's always out of Newfoundland, Labrador. Well, that's one thing to get out. It's quite another to be win and be successful at it.
Yeah, you could show up every time.
Sure,
I really like it. Really
like us.
Right on
Well,
the
and that's
T,
just,
guys.
I mean, they've put so much time and energy and travel, and
Jeff's in.
it's incredible the dedication and work ethic they have committed to be here and not just show up.
Trying to set themselves up again for a 2. What did you say earlier in the week about the money they lost that first year?
Yep, a little bit.
Well, the year I played with them, they lost 56,000 just in the fall, preparing for the Canadian trials. It's not simple to go out there on the tour and just earn a lot of money.
Well, yeah, and you're flying from Newfoundland to Labrador. That's an expense already getting off of there, and
That's the killer.
yeah,
And that's one of the things you often hear about the teams from the territories. Quite often can cost as much to fly from Vancouver, say, to Whitehorse as it does Vancouver to St. John's.
yeah, it just adds another and more flights and more time.
I thought John would stay with that same shot. He was so close with the hit and roll.
Tim March, late brush. Now roll this over, and will it sit down? And no, it'll go too far.
Try.
I think I could have got it.
I don't think so.
So it's there for the two.
Good throw, Johnny. There with board. Yeah.
Board weight.
Board.
What do you
Good
think?
play hack down the intern path too.
I like the out, but whatever you like, whatever you know best.
Board weight.
Yeah.
The out is curling lots.
Doesn't
Like I'm
often
thinking just
hold
board
up,
to
but
just
Brett
board
Galant's
flat ice.
intern come
board
around
flat ice,
that
yep.
corner guard. That set up the deuce for them.
It's true. It's hung. They stuffed the run back, and
Yeah,
that's
just
been it.
board to that ice I like. Okay.
Just board.
Clean.
Clean.
Easy.
Whoa. Clean.
Final
Get
stone
over,
and looking
Mark.
for a couple
Whoa.
here in
Wide.
the
Yep.
second.
Clean, yep.
Yes.
Hard.
Right to it.
Clean. Clean. Clean.
Well played. Well thought out. Canada cashes a couple. Award time in this championship weekend, and the Sportsmanship Award going to Greg Smith of Newfoundland and Labrador, Greg Comfort of Curling Canada, Scott Comfort, pardon me, making the presentation, and the first team All-Stars from Team Wildcard, Mike McHugh, Denny Neufeld, Brett Gallant, Mark Nichols, and Brad Gushue, all from Team Canada. Congratulations to all. On this Saturday night, here in Regina, Team Canada, the defending champions, open with a couple. And so here for the first time in the game as we play in the third, it will be Ontario and John Epping trying to win Ontario's first Brier. Since Len Howard back in 2012, Ontario has won 10 Canadian men's curling championships since that very first in 1927.
That's the old-fashioned two-ender,
Mine's a
wasn't
little
it? You
tighter,
get one
Brett.
buried,
Gotta
they
go a
wreck in the
bit.
guard, you split the rings and just make everything.
Just in.
Hard.
They had one rollout, Team
Might be
Canada, but
short.
got away
Yeah, we're
with
just
it
short.
with
Stay as
the
tight as we can, then.
Short.
Hard.
Keep
Come on,
going.
you got it. Mine's good.
miss from
Might be good
Ontario.
bite out of it.
Yep, come on, that's good. As far as
Epping
we
was
can
in this
take it.
exact
Hard,
same situation last night. He was down 2,
Hard.
took it to an
Hard.
extra.
Go, 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 go. Good brush. Good shot.
You get pretty focused now on what you have to do if you're John Epping. You know, before you're kind of back and forth, worried about the deuce. Now you're down 2, and it's just kind of a single focus. I need to get my 2 back, and it plays well into John Epping's strength. I mean, they're of the playoff teams, they're scoring a little over 8 points a game because of how they play.
You gotta go hard.
So comfortable
Toughy.
with this
Easy.
position and comfortable with putting points on the board.
Tight. Jeez. Just maybe freezing. Okay.
Boy, they'll stagger them a little bit. They're lined up, however, to get to Shot Rock.
Yeah, you can go a little higher.
If Timmy's throwing those in
Probably
order, it's the
splitting
same
center,
stone
yeah,
that's
you
come
know.
up noticeably light and overcurled.
Although,
Looked light early, though.
Yeah, they
Oh,
got
no.
they got to
I
pick
also
these
don't mind
stones.
killing
Yep.
that corner.
Yep.
Whatever you like.
I just think if we guard there, he probably does this and kills there. We got
Yeah.
3 guards.
Yeah.
Yeah, rip it.
That's when you're really mad at yourself when you
we need to
pick the
get,
stones yourself and you don't like them.
Right now.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Tough to blame it on the stone.
Yeah.
Self-inflicted. Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
Hard.
Yep. Hard, Jeff.
Hard.
Brett Gallant.
Fine. Good. Stay down, stay down, stay down. Good.
Kind of made a jump and then stayed there.
Shot.
Just firm normal. Firm normal.
Very good, Patty.
Okay, Patty, pick me up, bud.
Guys.
Well, certainly not the best of starts for Ontario. All their numbers are a little off. Well, so far, 3 of the Team Canada players are all still perfect. Only Brett Gallant is at 88%.
Roll it, Matt. Good shot, Pat.
Shot,
Very
Pat.
nice.
Boy.
That'll leave a couple of guards out in front for Ontario. Mentioned the new look, Brier, new format, 16 teams, 2 pools of 8. Team Canada in Pool A, losing to Alberta. That was it in pool play. Then the top 4 in each group took those records into the next round, crossed over, and they rattled off 4 straight to finish 10-1. Brett Gallant.
Good shot.
Great shot.
Well, and it was pretty impressive that going into that championship round, you go undefeated. That's kind of the tougher round once you get into that, and the only team to do so.
Really great shot, really bad break. It's he wanted the double, and Brad was smart enough to hit it on the pro side, so you rolled in as opposed to leaving corner guard, but it sets up a little bit of a pocket here.
I think so.
Move the rock that was just thrown an inch or 2, but that's about it.
T, top 4.
Shot T. Plus. Around it. Back 8.
It's too late to get around it.
Back 4.
Back 8.
Just chip it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Pat.
The Ontario champions out of the Leaside Curling Club in Toronto, they were playing in Pool B. And in our first broadcast, Saturday, they lost to Northern Ontario. Brad Jacobs got 1 in 10 to win. Then they rattled off 6, came to the championship round, crossed over, won 3 more, 9 straight before losing last night in an extra game to Team Canada.
That win last night, that would have been an impressive 10 in a row.
Whoa! Whoa!
Just watch the shooter. Just go right nose. Real nice, Mark.
Very nice to hit it perfectly to avoid hitting the shot stone on the way by.
Attaboy. Real nice throw. Great weight.
Good.
Speed was delightful.
No choice now. It's time for blank, straight back.
Matt Cam, it's been the Brier of babies and baby watch. We had 2 players on Team BC whose wives were due during this week. And Matt Cam, congratulations to him, wife Jennifer. They're expecting their first child in August.
Attaboy.
I think that's the key matchup is between Matt and Mark Nichols, because Mark Nichols comes in number 1 there, and Matt Cam at number 2.
Yes.
And he's had just a, you know, I think the biggest thing with Matt has been his draw weight this week. It's just been the freezes. He's always been a good hitter, as you've always said, Russ, but his draw weight is as good as his hits.
And the second appearance for Matt, having gone 5 and 6 with Mark Keane 3 years ago. Former runner-up in the Canadian Juniors.
To Braden Muscowie, actually, who was here.
Good Norm.
Braden playing for Reed Carruthers in Manitoba. They got to the championship round, but didn't advance.
Boy, Matty. Draw.
Throw us, Matt. Oh, boy.
Okay, yeah. I don't mind rolling in a little. Yeah. Even here up. Give me middle. Normal up. Good.
This must be the only year that I found it interesting that John Epping said that the Brier seems so relaxed compared to the trials. This must be the only year once every 4 years that the Brier seems like an easier run. Everybody puts so much focus on the trials on the trials.
Yeah, you wonder if it's too much. You know, I like the teams that when they answer at the start of this year was, you know, we're peaking for the trials and the Brier and yada yada. You know, some of them are like, oh, it's all about the trials, and they're just. It's so early in the competitive season too. The trials, it sneaks up on you in a hurry.
Yeah, and I worried about that kind of with Gushue and with Jacobs. That could they bounce back from something that they focused on and wanted. Epping, I think he was one of the teams that said that. Yep. You know what, if we do well at trials, great, but we also are really focused on our provincials and our Brier.
Exactly, and that paid off.
And he didn't do well at trials, went 2 and 6.
No, it's true.
So, no, this was the year, the busiest of all teams, if I remember correctly, John Epping.
Yep.
You're right.
More games.
And
yeah, and I think Vic didn't put all their eggs in one basket. This was their eye on another prize, was provincial playdowns. They didn't look too far past that because they hadn't even won a provincial yet. So a lot of firsts.
74 games for Epping. He played 24 more games than Brett Gushue.
A lot of curling.
throw into that the fact that John, as well as Tim March and Pat Jansen, live close enough that they practice 3 and 4 times a week throwing stones together. It's a lot of time on the ice. This crowd looking for something to happen. They aren't likely to get it here as they're playing for the blank.
Less than normal. Clean. Clean.
A little less than normal.
Clean.
Thanks, Mark. Go, John.
And away it goes. And so we'll put another blank on the board. Team Canada with that 2-0 lead when we come back.
Make sure you get something moving on the center here.
Like that?
Very much like that.
Anticipating a draw here by Anderson. Are you giving this away? And she has. Get across the nose, get it by the guard first. That's job 1. Got that. Got 1, got 2. Jones. And her last. For 2. Just touch it. Just touch it. And away it goes. And that'll do. Got to be shot stone. In-off here to keep themselves going. The in-off to keep themselves going, and they will not. And it's a win for the record books for Jennifer Jones and Manitoba. And our season of champions will continue next weekend. We will be in North Bay, Ontario, and Jennifer Jones will open against Czech Republic and Anna Kubishkova. 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Draw 1 of the Ford World Women's Championship from North Bay. A week from today. It's going to be a busy few weeks. As we welcome you back on this Saturday night to Regina. And here in the 4th, once again, Ontario will have last rock. Playing the Yellow Stones. Down by a couple.
Yeah.
And a quick look at the women's field. Jamie Sinclair of the U.S. was declared today. Binia Felcher, Switzerland, she's a 2-time winner. Hannah Fleming beat Eve Muirhead. Kim from Korea, silver medalist. Hasselborg, gold medalist. So it's an impressive field. Headed, of course, by Jennifer Jones.
Yep.
Tim March.
March, boys, hard.
Yep. Yep.
Come on, guys, come on.
Come on, he's got a good one. Hard. Hard.
Hard.
Great shot.
Good shot, Tim.
Almost set up that pocket.
Quarter. It's thin. Quarter is as thick as you want to hit it. Let's make sure of that. Even if you do that, it's not bad.
I'll go for a quarter and we'll do the rest.
Always trying to get a little extra out of shots. I mean, there's one thing just to peel the corner. There's another thing to peel the corner and try to get the one in the rings.
Yep. Hard, guys. Whoa, whoa. Okay.
A little too thick.
And across the top.
He didn't want to tap that yellow straight into the pocket either. We saw this in the
I don't mind that.
That's what I saw.
10th end with Brendan Botcher's game.
I got wide here on my draw into the top, and it seemed pretty close.
I think a couple feet more than last end.
Yeah, 2 feet slow.
Right around everything here.
Come on, guys.
I can't say enough about the ice this week with Jamie Barassa and Greg Joasko and just what they've done, because it's been, you know, we saw that last shot of Brendan Botchers. He buries around one top 4.
In the 11th end after 2 10-minute practices, well, that extremely powerful brushing.
Back 4.
Ice has been amazing, just amazing. Now here we are using a guard that's on the button.
Yeah.
Careful. Oh, yeah, Pat.
Seemed like they were a little generous on the ice on that one. It's always a little bit of a guess because you're typically drawing to T-line, and now you've got to put the broom down for somebody that's throwing almost back line. If you haven't seen it a few times, it can be a guess.
Yep.
Clean. Yep.
Yep.
Clean.
Clean.
Yep.
Thank you. Shot.
Trying to freeze to the nose now. As it gets later, you don't want to be going way back. Leaving Gushue sitting 2.
Same as last end, then?
Yeah, this will run the same.
The other option you could look at here is just a straight tap on the yellow straight back.
That might be easier, Cheryl.
Yeah, this is really tough to kind of get somewhere that they can't slash that yellow right in and get rid of them both.
Top 4.
Yeah, that's what you don't want, isn't it?
Top 4.
Pat Jansen.
Yeah! Hard!
Hurt.
Hard!
Top 4.
Hard line! Hard!
Weight's real good.
Well, March and Cam with a really nice carry here as they are right into that pocket. May have even just come off that stone center line just a little bit.
Oh, they did. That's perfect.
Bad break that it's ticked off that top red and just geared over a bit. If it gets by this top red, it doesn't. Watch it spin now.
Yep.
Just enough that he might be able to make the double.
I think he'll get a bit of movement here, Brad.
At like 6 seconds type thing?
Yeah.
His nickname at the Olympics was Bam Bam. This has to be thrown really hard to get both.
Yes!
Right out of his hand. Both of them picking up the land. Now Walker, they're just able to straighten it up. Look out. Oh, and
Christ, Mark.
And there's that just again.
Sorry, guys.
Seeing it, hearing it occasionally. It's
That's what I
not
saw.
Gushue-like.
I'm gonna try moving a
Oh,
millimeter.
just a little edge.
Straight free.
Just a double, right?
Just like, yeah. You think just like practice, Timmy? Like real nice?
Same thing as practice?
That could hurt the rest of the team too, couldn't it? You know.
Yeah, you start, you know, if somebody changes, you just want what's consistent out there, and you want the same skip you get all the time. And if you start to feel like you're afraid to throw or afraid to make mistakes, which hasn't been the case, but that intensity can dial it up for everybody else a bit. And sometimes that's not good in a game.
I found out when I moved to New Brunswick, the team I was playing with, I was trying to say that, you know, we're better to miss it this way, we're better to miss that way, and I created a team that missed everything the right way.
Yeah.
and then you don't, you know, like I'm exaggerating, but
I totally know what you're saying.
That's kind of what, you know, after a while at this level, you just can't miss the right way. You got to make.
Right. You got to just throw shots to make them, not to miss them the right way. Well said.
Just make sure of the double.
Kind of unfortunate for Ontario. They got the miss. Chance to sit 3, but they're all right together. Not much they could do about it. So now it's open season here for Mark.
Yeah, he'll make the double on the red stone or yellow stone that's sandwiched in between yellow and red. And it's the same throw we just had.
Whoa. It's clean. That's better, Mark. Good throw.
There you go. That's better. And he'll get rid of 2.
Not all Mark did on his first one is he kicked out to throw so much weight, as you said, and he didn't kick out on line. And when you throw that much weight, you have no time to correct.
Yeah, might not even have been there, the doubled, in fairness. Now, John's got to find a way to separate the yellows.
I think we got to roll a rock there. Yeah, I think we roll this way.
Board.
The other double seems too easy. Okay, you got this, Matty. Forward weight?
Yeah.
Okay, buddy.
John hit and rolled here in the second and rolled a hair too far, so they've got a rough idea what it's going to do.
Forward plus couple.
A little heavy. Solid board.
Easy then.
It's close. Solid board.
Yeah, we're solid.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Yep.
Tim Arch trying to roll it away.
That's
Good, Matty.
Yeah, boy.
Very nice.
Okay. I don't know if we roll into there is not bad.
Like roll right to.
Yeah, that'd be fine. Forward weight.
Okay. Probably don't want to roll frozen, do we?
You said.
There's no double there, is there?
No.
I mean.
No. He knows is there double.
What? Long way for that rock to go.
He knows is there double. Knows on what? That one. When he just.
No double.
Well, then he's got to make a play on the one on the button.
Yeah.
Let's just roll it in there a little bit.
That's the call, yeah.
Yeah, just try and group him. That's a tough double.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Oh,
Runs
yeah.
pretty nice here.
Yeah.
For Mark, maybe.
action
Brad, I
here,
don't
too.
think so.
Should be plenty of ice.
Doesn't throw
That's
quite
like
the
that
weight.
smacks.
Yeah.
Board.
All the way up.
Weight's nice.
Board weight.
No.
Close.
No, 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 no.
Board weight.
Close. No. They're quiet even.
Yep.
Yep. Yes.
Brad Gushue for Skip Stone. Where's he going to roll this? Over to the corner and then just slide in behind. And they are sitting two.
Shot.
Great
Walk
shot.
it down much better, but
It came down a little.
It was really, he didn't love his throw out of his hand. He said he was all out there, so meant, you know, he fair share of the broom, but he didn't overthrow it, and they got that movement to get the roll.
What Gushue does, I think, is well or better than anybody is
Thick half.
sliding out in the broom isn't necessarily job number one. It's throwing the appropriate weight. He looked like he slid tight, had to force it out,
Just control
knew it
it.
would hang
I want
because he forced it out, so he took a little bit of weight off it. Back it comes, and it's what happens at the far end that's most important.
Veteran move.
Yeah, exactly. Can you hit
speed will be up here.
half of this roll way over? I think is the only way to. You might get the yellow slide in towards shot rock a little bit.
Try and keep your shooter,
Wait, good.
Hard pat.
but roll it enough you don't leave a double.
Gotta go, Pat.
Jansen closest to the stone. March out in front.
Gotta roll, Tim.
Bang. And we'll roll it and spin it by. Shot rock remains Canada.
Ever hit his head on the nose would be pretty good, but I think we take a run at the double, yeah.
Bad
think
break
so.
for John. If he hits that a little thinner, he gets more movement on the shot rock, and the one that's on the button would be higher, and there wouldn't be a
Rolls
double.
hair further.
Missed it.
Doesn't go.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, hair thinner, it stops in a perfect spot.
Just follow it, see if we can get it.
So
yeah.
close.
Yeah.
Double or roll? Yeah, I like the double, Jeff. Yeah. So you?
What is it, about a third?
About a third to a quarter.
Okay.
Just watch the rock that's sandwiched there. If it just a little thinner, it stays there, and then there's no double.
Just an inch more.
Cheryl, I was asking you or Russ earlier when we first came on the air with that thought in Epping's mind that he's got that second chance. If it was another sport, you'd be looking for
Not real hard.
maybe a lack of effort or something of that nature.
Whoa! Yes!
What would you look out here for if Epping, in fact, he's got the two? Wow, and it just climbs up the back and away to sit top four. What would you look for from the Epping team that would suggest to you, yeah, they're thinking about tomorrow and not tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I think John Epping plays every game like he's got a second chance. He's really not one of those guys that, you know, plays it close to the vest, and sometimes he takes too many risks. They're not happy with that. Sometimes he takes too many risks, but I think actually what I've seen in John this week is more of a calculated risk. So he takes risks when he's, you know, he knows the team is ready and everything. So I don't think John will play this game any differently, knowing he has a chance again tomorrow.
It's a good example here. He's got to make this double, or he's given up a point.
Like that. Unforced error. Wow. So steal of 1 for Team Canada. That was shot number 8, hit number 8. He is yet to play a draw. John Epping. Yeah. Not the risk to take. Well, this is appropriate as we look along the rail line here outside of Regina. It takes a tough as nails crew to keep Canada's trains on track. See an all-new episode of Rocky Mountain Railroad, Mondays at 10 Eastern on Discovery. Wow, really? You're here with us. Well, thank you very much. So a mistake leads to a steal of 1 for Team Canada. They're up now 3-0, and as they have been really from first end when Team Canada opened with the hammer. They blanked that, but they scored 2 in the second. Ontario is chasing, and they have been the entire game. Unable to get anything set up.
No, it's just been all, you know, and that's the advantage of the hammer that Gushue started with. The end of the second end, when they got 2, it was one great come around by Brett Gallant, and then they never could capitalize on that.
Better. Top 8.
Same line as the last.
Good timing when you were explaining that John's not afraid to take a bit of risk, and he played the double there. It's a shot he'd probably make a lot more times than he'd miss, but just hung on him a bit.
Happy 8.
Weight's good.
He might not do that in the final. 2-0.
Whoa, Mark's in.
No, it's a different feeling when you don't have the second chance.
Help him. Sweep on the last one, kept that one straight too. Just doesn't quite get the same curl.
Right, seen this earlier. You know your weight now.
And this Epping team, you know, with their ability to score and how offensive they can be, they set up somehow. It's one shot, you get your deuce. We saw that with Brett Gallant. It was a really nice come around. Get your deuce, then you can force, and then you're back in the game.
Yeah. Well, we're heavy. We're gonna bump that. Whoa. We're bumping. Whoa. Little bounce.
Get by the front one. I think that's a cutter. I really, really do. Remember Timmy was way light and narrow on the first end, way light and narrow on the second end, and then that one was supposed to be back 12. But a foot extra curl.
See, this to me, I don't understand. It's a 4-rock rule. We're going to a 5 eventually. You're down by 3. Why do we not see 2 guards up?
Yep. Yeah, there's no question. You certainly can.
Why are they going in? I know they're going to run up and peel, but
Watch it.
they're wasting. You've got them wasting a stone, and can you not do something with that, Cheryl?
Yeah, I mean, you definitely could. I think they're just trying to maybe get some separation, get out into the wings with the hammer.
It's a wonderful point, though, where everybody's talking about the 5-rock rule. You know, they could have gone 2 guards there, and they still didn't. Look at that.
It's all kind of about the setup, and I mean, they play that come around, and then you're hoping. Really bad luck with Team Canada playing that peel and getting second shot stone that was frozen there, because it was a really nice shot.
And eliminating all the guards and sitting 2.
Yeah.
It's tight, John.
Real tight.
It's a little wider than we've been, guys.
Imagine they'll try to get one in a spot that might be jammed if you hit half of it.
Okay.
At some point, they're going to bail and try to blank this in. I don't think they want to be forced to 1 here.
Try that.
It's looking like it, of course, right now.
Probably easier this way.
Yeah.
Half a rock is okay.
Threw one here already, guys.
Yeah. For air more. We've seen this.
All the players in the hack will take a look up at the screen and get a really good visual on how thick or thin they have to hit it.
Hard! Hard! Hard!
Right out, Jeff.
Watch out.
Nice shot. Good.
Ability to throw that big weight, you can hit so much of a stone and still spring it right out of the rings.
Didn't know, I
Avoid the
figured
jam.
better let you take it back than to get it back in that spot.
Good job, Brett. Middles might even be a foot better, Patty.
Okay.
Back 8.
Should run good, Pat.
Going around the red as a corner.
Yep. Yeah, good call. I know it'll go over there too.
Pat Jensen.
Top 8.
Hard line.
Just listen to these guys brush it. Every ounce of energy.
Keep it going, boys. Keep it going.
And now Epping will go out and take over for March, and he and Cam.
Johnny, keep it going.
And look at Epping. And that's team player. Takes it into the 8. Not the shot rock. That's still the stone on the opposite side at around 9 o'clock.
2/3.
3/4 even will work.
Yeah.
Just kind of wait.
They were trying to see all the brushing, trying to get more separation, so this run wasn't so simple.
Just make sure we're high, that's all.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Pretty hard.
Off! Whoa! Whoa, right off, right off, right off.
On its own, angle it back. Now watch where it goes. Are they going to group them over here? They'll be close, but they're still sitting to 2.
Oh, is that Brett? 6
I'd
and a
say
half?
6-2.
Yeah.
6-2.
Hog to hog.
He's got a wonderful leg drive, Mark. It's just incredible.
And then you heard Brad, or you saw him jump over. He was worried about setting up a pocket here.
Yeah, there's the intensity, but there's also the enjoyment that he has one of the premier teams in the world.
Back 8.
Yeah, that's what a nice feeling.
Same speed as it came this way?
Yep.
Yep.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Back
Weight's
8.
good.
Easy. Back 8.
Whoa.
Maybe back 12, John.
No.
Back 12.
Whoa.
Back line.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, it's really got to curl to grab a piece of this red.
And he'll grab a piece, but spin and finally settle for second shot.
Even if you got it a little bit thicker and created a pocket to use later, but you didn't get either.
Brad's calling for the peel here. I'd be pretty tempted this late in the end to hang around.
Reason?
Well, that way you'd force John to take the single. That would be huge. I think John, if this rolls out, I think John's just going to blank.
Gotta go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're staying. We're staying. I hope. No, no.
And no.
Yeah, now John's going to play the blank. It would have been tempting to stay there.
If you lock it, it's not bad, but you're going to be facing 3. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
There's lots of time left here. Score 2 and 6.
Should be straight up there for you.
Hey, buddy, make it good.
What have you done there, Cheryl? Sit for 3 or running?
No, I like this. I think you'll have better opportunities.
Yeah, for sure.
They even did early in this end. They had a rock. They made a great freeze. They had a rock, one mistake, and you've got your deuce.
What? Go.
Go, bud. Oh, boy.
I think middle of the rock with that solid normal.
Okay.
If I roll out low, it's
But
fine.
it has to be frustrating
I should be able to get
for
that
John
out.
Epping or any team at this level.
I just don't want to rip it. He might
You
freeze
can't.
it like he did against us last
I
night.
don't know what I could equate it to.
I'd say let him.
I know a pitcher who's throwing a no-hitter. You're swinging at things and you're just missing all the time.
Yeah, yes, yeah. You're making contact and the center fielder gets every one of them or something. Yeah, I know what you mean.
That's a 1 in 100 and freezing that on there.
Well, I agree.
And the concern that happens, or the thing that can start to happen if you're Epping's team, is you start to try to push to make shots, right? And even on Matt Cam's there, even make the freeze, tap it a little bit, but it was an overthrow because he's trying so hard to make that tap to that perfect pocket. Just have to let them happen.
Okay.
Oh.
It's funny, they were talking about this, that Brad said, I don't know whether they want to roll out because it might leave John that perfect freeze like he made on his last night, which is the best shot I've seen this season.
Yeah,
He's going to give it a go again, and Gallant said, well, let him try it. It's 100 to 1.
Yeah, it's driving the button speed, John.
One that happened last night, I guess, because he made it. He made it perfect.
That was incredible.
Yeah,
Brad didn't even try to remove it.
Yeah.
It was so
You didn't
good.
even think about it.
And that's just amazing.
And the reason we talk about it is the fact that because of the liveliness of the stones and the weight the players can throw today, freezes aren't frozen very long.
Yeah, that's right.
But last night it was, and Gushue just said, forget it. I'm going to put my brush down and draw.
Yeah. Well, here's a good example of how good it was last night.
Okay, John.
Not even close, really.
Same thing. If I fly it low, it's fine.
Yep. Speed's pretty good. Best spot in the sheet's probably going this way.
This way?
Yeah. That one we were freezing there.
Anywhere about 7-8 feet faster than what we're seeing? Is that what we're thinking?
It feels like it.
Feels like it?
Yeah.
Is there something there that just doesn't equate for Epping?
Harder!
Yeah, I think he's just trying to figure out still some spots in the ice, and if it's a new path. I mean, it's still early enough that they haven't been everywhere in the sheet.
Good swing call. Good in.
Sorry about mine, Brett.
Just patience for the Epping team. You're going to get your chances. And you can push later in the game if it gets down to it, but there's a chance early in this end and it'll come back again.
Yeah, Johnny.
And once again, looking for the blank here in 5.
Hard, Tim. Gotta go.
Gotta really go.
Hard, gotta go.
You've already made one mistake. You got another one? Oh, my. Yes, he does. Wow. Another unforced error, Ontario. Epping. It's been a quick 5. All Team Canada. Babysitter's not going to make very much money tonight.
The 2018 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of curling Canada.
Team Canada with that 10-1 record had the last rock right from the get-go when they scored a 2 and a steal 3-1. They lead it, and Brent Gushue and team looking very good. He's with Brier.
Brad, always nice to play in the 1-2 game because you know you have that second life, but you come out and perform very nice in your first 5. Assess your game thus far.
Yeah, it's been solid. We haven't missed much, and the ones that we missed, we got a good break there in the last end on Brett's, but I like how the guys are throwing it. I like our attitude. Everything's good so far.
Last year, it appeared you had the weight of your world on you and a lot of pressure in St. John's, but here in Regina, it seems a little bit different. Is it different?
Yeah, absolutely. It's way different. We put so much pressure on ourselves last year that it was almost to the point where it was unenjoyable. And this year, we came in and we wanted to enjoy this experience, have fun with it, and we certainly have.
I saw a little moment before the game with your family and your kids there. What does that mean to you in perspective-wise in a game like this?
I love having them here. They're getting to the age that they know that Daddy's one of the best curlers in the world, and it's fun for them to watch me in this environment. And it's just nice to give them a kiss before the game, and yeah, it's been fun.
Thanks for your time. Good luck.
Thanks.
And as we check the numbers after 5, they don't look good for Ontario, do they?
No, they do not. But in part, it's because of what Team Canada is doing. You got Jeff Walker at 100%, Brad Gushue at 100%, making some difficult shots as a team. 96%, they're in line with their other 2 good games. BC 96, Northern Ontario 94.
Numbers after 5 are brought to you by Travelers. It is better under the umbrella. And it's also better if you have a Traveler's scarf for those chilly Saskatchewan days here in Regina.
The 2018 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by New Holland, equipped for a new world. By Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for over 20 years. And by Home Hardware. Here's how.
As we welcome you back on this Saturday night, the 1-2 page playoff, Tim Hortons Brier from Regina. You look at John Epping. What has gone right for him? Well, not very much, really. He does take that single. So now down 3-1. Maybe that'll change the dynamic, but he wasn't able to do much, was he? Did he with the last rock through the first 4? So he was always chasing, and here in the 6th, it'll be Team Canada, and Brad Gushue does have the hammer playing the Redstones.
Yeah, and the problem is you're running into Team Canada, who's very good at converting with the hammer, so you got your work cut out for you.
Look at this, too.
Yeah, look at that little tick shot, moving it over.
Gushue, we saw him do it in around the 7th, 8th, one round robin game, but here we are only in the 6th. But that scoreboard suggests that. Ideally, you'd want to remove that yellow from out of play, which is illegal in the free guard zone, so you do the very next best thing and rolled in.
That's a little late to me, Matty. That's there. That's there.
You do it again, and there's an extremely good chance Gushue's going to score, and it could be more than one.
John. Tight.
Tight.
Tight. Real tight.
It's okay. Oh, boy. Good
That's your point all the time. Throw a long guard. It's harder to tick, and at least the other guy can't roll in.
Yeah, it just gives you a different look at it. You wonder, too, with Epping, they played that game last night, and they went that extra, and they played 90% as a team. John Epping was 93%. It's sometimes hard to follow that up. That's what's so impressive, I think, with Team Canada, is they came off last night at 93% team game, and they're now in line at 96%, probably getting better.
All right, that's good, Jeff.
6 feet heavy.
Yeah.
Good shot. Just hard. Back tee, it looks like.
Well, you would think, and we said earlier that John Epping has, according to his coach and the style of play, matured a little bit. Not that he's still aggressive, but not overly so, not to the point of being silly about it. But if you're going to be aggressive, you better be now.
Yes.
I mean, even though you don't have last rock, what have you got to lose here?
Right.
Wait, close.
Right. Losing 3-2 isn't much better than 10-2, so you've got to apply some pressure. I thought they might throw a long guard on this one.
John is the one that we have seen more often through the week throw the double guards.
Yes, yeah, a little surprised. Not wrong. But now there's an angle if they choose to take it on. Maybe that was the plan. Hopefully, if you try hard to play the double, you'll leave a center guard. I think Gushue's just going to ask for the single peel here.
Could he get both guards here, do you think? Or just
yeah, you
top?
could. You'd probably throw the other turn to do that. I think they're just going to punch it through the yellow port, I believe.
Throw a pat.
Okay.
Spot, Patty.
Incredibly good position for Team Canada. if everything's made perfect, which is rare with these guards, Brad will have to touch the forefoot to go up 4-1. And if anything's slightly missed, it's a tap to sit 2 with hammer.
No, line's good.
Not much else Epping can do, though, really.
No, there isn't, Russ.
Okay, hard.
He's kind of a little bit handcuffed.
Hard, boys. Hard. Shot.
I thought I got past him on that, just so you know.
A little bit long.
Get
And,
to the nose to be good. I like getting to the nose.
one of the reasons Brad's going to hit this is he's so good at that little back ring hack weight come around tap back. So in his mind, he's not too worried about that guard. John's probably got to be top 8 foot to buried to stop them from playing a run back. So just sit 2 here. It can be interesting. Does Epping go all out to steal, risking the game right here, or do you hit something?
Well, and I think, too, the idea on this stone, leave it somewhere that if Epping buries, they can run this one back in.
Whoa. Jeff, no roll mark. Okay, that'll do.
They're sitting 2 and as far apart as you can imagine.
Yeah, they're talking about, they said that looked like it really ran on them.
Getting it back too much. Sliding tight.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like
Sliding tight, you put it back,
like
it
that ice?
runs a different track completely.
Yeah, it looks like a lot to me.
I'll be okay.
Okay.
He's not deciding to put all his eggs in one basket. He's going to hit here. You need to be shot rock, though.
Norm.
Easy, Norm.
Look at that, 63% on his 2 draws. It's an off game for Matt Cam. He's been one of the best.
Whoa. Good shot, Matt.
Good job, Matty.
Really good. It's slightly underneath.
Solid hack.
Hack weight.
Solid hack or hack?
Solid or hack?
Like, make sure you release hack.
Good hack.
Okay.
Speed will be pretty good here.
Yeah, I think it's going to be fine.
Yeah.
It's hard to beat a team when you're throwing those kind of numbers.
Whoa. Yep.
Hack.
Yep. Gotta go. Hard. Gotta go. Hard, Jeff.
Walker,
Hard, Jeff.
Gallant.
Hard.
Can you sneak this by? Well, of course you can. Of course.
Good.
And across the nose and underneath. Why not?
That was nearly impossible.
Great shot.
It's almost disheartening for the opposition.
Yeah, you're all excited at the hog line, think it's going to tick the guard, and then the boys just keep her straight enough.
Got the little flop.
I did not think that there was a roll underneath there.
Oh, I didn't think it was by.
Got this, bud.
And here they are back to chasing.
Whoa. Hard, Tim.
Got it.
Whoa.
Stuffed it. Now where will this roll? Oh. I don't know if there's a hole there or not.
Yes.
There is.
One of those days. Beautiful race. Just to throw that kind of weight, hit and stay. Incredible.
Same weight. Yep.
The port kind of frames this one.
Comes up a millimeter more, you roll to the...
So you know you had a chance here to either stay underneath the one you threw or underneath the one to the right. Just gets right to the hole.
Great try.
Same weight.
Same weight.
Same weight. Smidge more. Same.
Mark Nichols.
Whoa, get off.
And again,
Yeah,
got to get off this because it's get by the 2 guards. Now, Walker by 1, by 2. Hello there. And we'll roll it the other way.
Great shot.
Good weight. It's good. It's kind of...
That's a great spot, I think, eh?
I think so.
I like rolling it there.
No, I agree with you. I was trying to tuck just an inch on.
Yeah.
This one sure made a move. Hey?
Yeah, it was kind of another one. Like you were out there and just kind of let go. That one I liked.
Yeah. Okay.
That one was a no doubter the whole way down the sheet.
I was just thinking where it was kind of a little fresh, maybe.
Yeah, and that's part of it.
Because it made a move and then
yeah.
it ran in when we got
You just
on
never take anything for granted. Every shot they talk
Whoa.
about
Yep.
how the throw was. Was that what Brad was expecting?
Now it's Epping's turn. By 1, by 2, got it, sure. Now roll it back the other way, and that'll pop right out into the open, sitting back of the button.
I think they were hoping to get over even farther and kind of get closer to that red one, maybe make a double with his last one.
Sorry, John. Great throw. Thanks. Almost perfect. Falls another 2 rocks, 3 rocks.
That's where it was. Yeah.
You play this.
I'm just wondering if we roll edge on edge, might be flat enough not to give him the double.
You think he can roll a rock?
Like that? Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I think he's playing. I think he can make it because he only has to punch it out foot. Like I think it's.
I think he's going to play a tap or something if we roll it here.
I think he's freezing or drawing.
I think you're right. That's a problem. You'd automatically think you'd play the roll under the yellow guard,
Actually,
but that's what John's going to want, and he'll follow you right down and freeze.
Even another rock. Yep.
Even into the hole somewhere.
Yeah, roll it way over.
Right in the
no
hole
double.
is ideal. Yep.
Maybe edge of the 8, edge of the 12, sit 2. Then John has to make a big decision. If he decides to play the come around, that's that soft weight tap back I talked about for a potential 3.
Yeah, you don't want to shut the forefoot down
No.
on yourself if you're Brad Gushue. So
Yeah, roll out of that forefoot.
yeah, get out of there.
And you've got, no matter what John does, you've got a chance.
Those are pretty good numbers.
Yeah, not bad.
I'd take it.
Yeah.
Clean.
Board. Just board. Yep.
Clean. Yep.
Never seen numbers like that in my life.
Whoa. Hard.
No.
Good weight. Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa, Jeff.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Hard, Jeff.
I got it.
Hold it a bit.
One more, yeah, a little bit.
Okay. Not bad. Overdid a little. Sorry, guys.
A little bit on the brushing.
I threw it a bit funny on him. Still there, right?
It's good that he takes responsibility.
For him. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I was a little in out on it.
You have to for putting the broom down later.
I don't think there's
Try
a
to
double
throw
there.
a little hack waiter, hitting
Yeah, well,
flop.
I'm thinking a little less than hack.
Tap it just through.
Yeah.
Shouldn't do too much, John.
Not many choices here. To throw it hard enough to get to there, you're almost going through that yellow one because you won't have enough curl. So just down this way, just get a little bit of roll into there and make Brad's next one tougher.
If they'd rolled just a little bit more to the right, Russ, I think you'd have seen John play the kind of tap freeze.
Yes, yes.
But to play it now, it's pretty simple. Big weight peel out of there.
Yep.
Final stone, Ontario. Jansen jumps him early.
Whoa.
Cam calling line now, March, trying to help it over.
Can't buy one.
No, and he just can't get it over there, and so he'll sit T-line 4-foot.
Wow, that dug.
And a chance for a couple more.
Same spot we played in the second end, right?
Just straighter than I think we think. Like, that was a great throw.
Thanks, buddy.
Just no crazy break point whatsoever. Your weight was just got it through.
I know.
This may be a really good learning, you know, for them if they don't make it through this game. If you're Ontario for the single sheet semifinal,
I thought that would go in there.
because they're getting caught on it being a little straighter,
On this one?
and that could just be because you're out here on your own single sheet.
Hey, you never know. The ice temperature could be a shade colder because you have to protect if you're Jamie Barraza with a massive crowd in here. It's certainly warm. The air temperature's hot.
Yeah, so if you don't get through this, Russ, at least you take something away from it.
Board.
Yeah. Go ahead. Same weight. Yep. Go ahead.
Clean.
Final stone, looking for a couple more here.
Clean.
Walker.
Good board.
Gallant.
Attaboy, Brad.
Absolutely no mistake. Flying that Newfoundland flag proudly. Final stone. Brendan Bosch. A chance for a deuce. Avoid the jam in the back. Oh, and he does sit down. Sit down. And it does for 2. Brilliant. He has to be the shot stone. Have to be the shot stone, fellas. Wrap it around. Oh, goodness. Sit down. Oh, my.
That is incredible. incredible.
He knows exactly what he has to do. Brad Jacobs. Got to follow him around. Got to carve it over. Tap it back. Oh, he's going to miss it. Alberta is going to steal their way into the semifinal. What a game it was. Alberta with their 6-5 win over Northern Ontario and the Canadian champion, Olympic gold medalist from Sault Ste. Marie. So, make a note, tomorrow, Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. We know in the rest of the country, and a fraction of Saskatchewan, everyone will put their clock ahead tonight by an hour, so make a note of that. 1 Eastern Time tomorrow, the semifinal, the championship final tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern. Very easy here in Saskatchewan. We just don't touch the clock.
Just don't change it.
There is just that one little, I think it's up Lloydminster, I remember correctly.
Is that right?
Yeah, just up at the top, right close to Alberta.
It's on the border, just about.
And I think they're included in the that mountain time zone. So
even a broken clock's right twice a day.
Oh.
Is that anything like squirrel finding nuts?
Yes.
Yeah, same theory.
Sometimes a blind squirrel. Yes.
All Team Canada here in this 1-2 cage playoff as we go to 7, welcoming you back. 5-1, and Ontario with Last Rock. They have the hammer playing the Yellowstones.
Hey, Tim.
And that's not going to help you.
Oh.
It's just, again, I'll come back to it. That is in your head about second chance. Now, it could be very well in the head of Gushue, but I don't think it is, obviously, because he's been here. He knows it.
Really got to go, guys.
I truly believe that they are not. Part of the execution problem for them is knowing they have that second chance.
Yeah, and I wouldn't disagree. And part of the execution problem for Ontario is that they also got, that second end where Brett Gallant made that come around, and then after that you're chasing, and it's such a different feeling to always be kind of trying and pushing. And I think the sheet's catching them a little bit. It's great. It's different.
Yep.
It's maybe a little straighter, might be a little faster, and they just aren't used to that. But I think this is great for them. They go tomorrow with a little bit of that knowledge from this game into that game tomorrow.
You and I have both been in this situation. It's different. It's really different. It's terrifying different. Their first Brier game was different for them. They lost it. Then they made the adjustment, won 9 straight. Now they're here. This is different.
On its own, back 4.
Little mistake from Gallant there, though, nosing that guard.
Yep. Whoa.
Nice shot.
Oh, boy.
And it's not like this Ontario team hasn't been to finals in single sheets before, but it's a Brier, is nowhere to hide. It's a single sheet. It's what you played for forever. I think those are a lot of things that go into it.
Gotta go.
You're fine.
I don't know where that's come from all of a sudden. Soft. Much softer than his normal intern those last 2.
Well, watching from up above, watching his son, there's Mr. Gushue. Ray, nice to see you, sir, as always.
You see. Thought tight, John.
Really? Yeah, tight, real tight.
Don't touch it, guys.
Might be top 12.
This is in.
Top 12.
Full 12.
Don't want it that tight.
Fighting 8.
Definitely getting caught on the speed.
Yeah, it's either, the pressure and you're throwing a little more just because that seems to be a tendency under pressure for most players, or it's a little bit faster.
No.
It always seemed faster in a single game sheet. It was probably adrenaline.
Yeah. It possibly was the operator and not the ice, but
put it where you want it.
But again, we talk about it all week. You've got those other games going on. The airflow is a little different. Maybe the ice is in fact different with just one sheet.
Yeah.
Whoa,
It usually is a bit.
Whoa. Yep, yes! Hard! Hard! Hard!
Well, just too good. Just absolutely too good.
I think, Vic, what what you're trying to kind of allude to with Epping's team is that maybe they're not playing with the urgency that they typically do when they know they have another chance. And sometimes you try not to because you think, that'll take the pressure off me. But a lot of really good players need to kind of have a little bit of pressure on them to perform. And that's something you learn along the way, too.
You got to go hard for it, boys.
Yeah. Okay.
Back 12.
It'll be interesting to read and hear post-game comments from John. He's very honest.
Yep. Weight's good, Johnny. Don't want to too much.
Might be through.
Whoa, then. Whoa. Whoa, we're freezing the top.
It's gonna bounce.
Oh. Good weight, Matty.
Sorry.
Try to hit like 2/3. Half to 2/3.
Wanted that behind both Reds because it was going to be tough for Mark Nichols to run one of the Reds back. Now it's not. High side, lots of speed. Wouldn't mind rolling the red one out too. Don't need any more Reds in there.
Whoa. Same weight. Whoa. Clean. Whoa. Clean.
Fall through, Jeff. Fall
Should
through.
be okay. It's going.
What'd you say? Bam, bam, and it's gone, gone.
Nice throws.
Right on half.
Weight was nice too.
This way's just curling.
Where was that? Back 12 on its own?
Back 8.
I'm sure you've both had these kind of games, Ontario-like. There is just no switch to
We're back 8.
flip, is there,
Whoa.
Sean?
No, and it seems the harder you try to
Whoa,
flip
line's
that
good.
switch, the
Whoa.
worse it actually gets.
Back
It's
eight.
the more the try softer.
Back 12.
You know what? And when you're struggling, there's really only one thing you can do. You can try and kind of just focus on the things you can control, all your pre-shot routine, the things that you do, and hope it comes.
Nose it?
Sorry, guys.
They play down to it, but that makes what Brad in particular and this team as a whole, Russ, is that they rarely, very rarely,
nose
have
or
a
hair
loss
low.
of focus.
Oh, no kidding. And then that starts with the leader and very demanding. You see them almost scolding them a little bit when they do make a mistake. And I think the guys have been around long enough. I know Mark's just spectacular at handling whatever happens, and he seems to get better under pressure. And that's why they're where they're at. Mark Nichols at the Olympics the year we won was average through the week, and the ice was really bad. Everybody was curling around 70-75%, and when you really needed him, the sudden semifinal in the gold medal game, I think he was something like 93 and 98. It's just he's just that type of guy. He just so Brad can lean on him, and it's never going to phase him.
Great shot.
6-7 feet.
What's that?
Or it might have been Brett. Well, if it makes this perfect, we can shoot that in.
Pretty thin.
It is thin, but
Give it a go. Not much else has been going right for Ontario.
You know what? John Epping kind of scared Brad Gushue last night because he's brought it up about 3 times. If he makes this freeze perfect, at least we've got the angle raised. Like he made one incredible curling shot.
Did he ever?
Weight's good. Line.
Brad
Yep, line's
Gushue
good.
does not want to see it again.
Make sure you're here. You don't look here.
Big carry, Arch Jansen. Are you going to be there? Yeah, you're right up on top of it. My goodness.
There's the example here with the the lively stones. He threw that, what, 146 feet, dead on line. That's the most important thing. What, 3 inches heavy, and this is long gone.
Nice try, buddy.
Thanks.
There's just enough rattle room in there.
Yeah, half a rock makes this, which is the normal way to make a peel. If there wasn't a red one there.
Third of a rock.
Brad can miss it, no question about it, but hit it right where the center line is. That's the contact point, and everything flies. Brilliant attempt.
Final stone, Team Canada, Brad Gushue.
Touch the center, you're good.
Play here in 7.
Yep.
Clean.
Clean. Clean.
Gone.
It's so easy.
That gets the blank, though. Really good. If the freeze was offline, Brad would have hit it dead on, sat 2. And then Ontario couldn't blank. So a wonderful freeze by John Epping.
They've had a good week, the Gushue girls.
Yep. Clean. Clean.
Jansen.
Clean.
What?
And away it will go. Just that single on the board. Oh, 1. It's the loneliest number you'll ever know. Well, let's flash back to January of this year in the Canadian Juniors in Shawinigan, Quebec. Junior women's side, Team Nova Scotia, skipped by Caitlin Jones, that claimed the gold with a 5-3 win over Team Quebec. And then later that day, junior men's final, British Columbia, Northern Ontario, and for the 2nd straight year, it was team from BC, Langley, BC, Tyler Tardy, that claimed the gold with an 8-4 win. Earlier today, Aberdeen, Scotland, the winning continued at the World Juniors for both teams. Junior women's final, Team Canada faced the defending champions from Sweden, and they cruised to a 7-4 win. Lauren Lennontein, Lindsay Burgess, Carly Burgess, Kristen Clark, Caitlin Jones from Halifax are your World Junior Women's champions. And later in Junior men's final, Canada faced longtime rival Scotland. Extra end. Skip Tyler Tardy made a delicate tap to score 1. Canada wins at 6-5. Jacques Gauthier, Zachary Curtis, Jordan Tardy, Sterling Middleton, Tyler Tardy are your 2018 World Junior Men's Champions. For the 3rd time in the last 20 years, Canada sweeps the gold medals 7 times all time, sweeping it. And you go back to Brad Gushue in 2001 along with Suzanne Goody. They were a double gold medal winners. So congratulations to Jones and Tardy winning gold in Aberdeen. And you saw Jocelyn Peterman. She was a Canadian junior champion. She here, of course, supporting her partner, Brett Gallant. Laura Crocker is Jeff Walker's fiance. On hand, watching Team Canada lead at 5-1 as we go to the 8th. And once again, Ontario with Last Rock playing the Yellowstones.
Yep. Hard. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Well, we always think a blank is good if you can't score your deuce. But for Ontario, it's getting late enough in the game here that they really needed to score.
That's good.
Kind of really benefits Team Canada now.
3/4. Still went by. Oh, good effort.
Almost gets that one on the biter top 12.
High half, guys.
Yeah, high half, Patty. Nice here.
Chance to make the guard separation better here, make that run back tougher. I think Brad's going to keep trying that run back for a while. Then he might just draw for 2.
Real high, John.
And then it's hard for Epping to score 2.
Looks like it's sliding.
Oh, it looks whoa, whoa, whoa.
Just above half.
Whoa, yeah, we need it as high as we can. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
2 here.
Whoa.
Throw a couple of center guards in 9, steal 9, steal 10, and you're tied playing 11. Stranger things have happened.
I just remember that your clock is broken. So I'm sorry. I don't think.
This isn't one of the times it's right?
No, I don't think so. No, I'm sorry. I don't see anything in this Ontario team. No. It is. It struck midnight with the first stone. I'm sorry. They just.
Same throw.
I'd like to see them turn it around and make it a game for us and everyone here at the Brant, but they're not showing anything.
Definitely good shot at a deuce here, though. You can also go around that red guard on the button. We've seen that a couple hundred times this week.
We're here past the last one.
We're close. Real close.
It's going to overcurl.
Hair higher.
It's going to overcurl. Whoa.
Hair higher than the last one.
Whoa. You need to stop. Stop. Sit.
Yeah, it's open now
Got
to
any?
some degree.
I don't think so, dude.
Just like.
No, it's not, is it?
No.
Pretty on guard if you want to chase it.
It's almost perfectly buried.
Yeah, well, it's pretty high if you want to try hack. Play good solid hack if we get that.
Yeah.
You can't do much with it if we do this. Yeah.
I like this. If we hit an inch of the guard rolling in, he's going to have to make a double.
Hack weight.
It's the most benefit here, but it's the most risk.
Kinda wait.
If Mark ever flashes this, they sink another one, and you got a chance for 3.
Just got to make sure.
You want more?
We want to get the red, yellow.
Okay.
Like that ice.
And instead of a center guard tick, it's like a corner guard tick.
Yeah. I'm betting he won't be wide, though. He knows the score the way it is. That's not the way to miss this shot. As you said, that 9% they missed, they got to manage it properly.
Yeah.
Good hack.
One or the other.
Hard. Hard.
Bland and Walker.
Yep.
One or the other. Well, it won't be that one. And it will be that one.
Don't stagger him.
That's not fair.
No, that's what I say.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Well, paper
That
job,
clock is ticking.
I thought he was going to do the rub, get nothing, leave the guard.
And then they bury a second one, score 3.
Get your fingers stuck between that.
Look
He called me off, so I figured he
Made a quick move.
Yeah.
When he said, whoa.
He just didn't realize
Look how close this was. They're ticking. Oh.
Through the guard.
Nice hard, though.
Becky.
Back ball. Becky.
Yep. Hard.
Becky.
Hard.
Gotta go.
You can go. Gotta go, buddy.
Matt Cam,
Hard.
March, Jansen.
Need him to give me more sense.
And rub and roll off.
Can't buy one.
And as we said, Matt Cam was one of the very best coming in, on fire, really. But, doused, obviously, by this Mark Nichols and the entire Team Canada. Player numbers brought to you by New Holland. Equipped for a new world.
Take it out, eh?
It rains, it pours, doesn't it? Nichols got by a whisker. Cam Rex by a whisker. And not only that, lines up those reds. So if they do go around the reds, Brad can drag it in just about any direction he wants to get a buried rock, I believe.
Just under 7.
Yeah, you made it better for the other guy.
Yeah, you can't win. Eh?
Whoa. Whoa.
Oh.
You know, somewhat similar, although the rocks were a little higher in the house, to the game extra end today, where Alberta went around to the back of the button.
Yeah, yeah.
There's just no room for this.
No.
Here,
No.
And they're lined up a little better.
You're going to try to tap one out and stay frozen, hopefully dead on. It's really hard to be dead on because the one you're hitting is going to move a hair.
Solid board.
Solid board.
Their weight's off today. Just speed control's off.
So what's that attributable to? I think, Cheryl.
You know, I'm guessing, but I'm thinking that maybe it's just, as we said before, the single sheet, it's a little bit different, and it could just be the pressure. I felt like it's been overthrows mostly, and so that just comes with not recognizing that under a little bit of pressure, you do throw a little extra. You know, they're going to be out here. They're going to learn something from this. You win or you learn.
Yeah.
Those are the two choices.
Play something like this in front of it, which is fine. I guess we just got to worry about
What
this.
if we drew there? Then?
Jeez,
What?
yeah, I like spreading them out a little.
You like spreading them out?
Well, what if you go here once
There.
you do?
My only concern, he freeze. And then it goes into that, and then we'll have to go there.
What if we, like, what's he doing if we peel the guard?
Well, that guard right now to me is never, he's going here.
Okay. Well, what's he do if we pick this out?
Well, then he goes around the guard. Then if he gets one here, it's a tough shot. Like that's not the best result.
Okay. Well, whatever.
Like it would be much better to peel that and have this run back than peel this.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You got, if you peel that, you got a 4-foot run back.
Oh, I know, but
he's gonna have to make a really good shot if we go here.
Yeah, you think of this side or this side?
I
think probably this side.
Because if we're on this side and he makes a somewhat good roll, then we might not be able to get it past that one.
Yeah. Okay.
Right?
I like there. Right there, even. Okay. Well, there's not the end of the world. Then if he draws, he's got to be outcount this. Otherwise, he's toast.
Yeah, and then we throw a guard on
Yeah,
that,
even's
right?
not terrible, is it? Well, even's not great because then he goes in the pocket. So we need to be here, just biting teeth. Anywhere in this range here.
So many teams tend to do that, and the problem with that is this wonderful ice. You go back in here, and then Brad Gushue's got a difficult shot. Does he guard? If he misses a guard, Epping makes a double for 2. If he chases a yellow, he's got a hard shot. So I really like the idea of keeping them separate. So where do you put it, Cheryl? It's somewhere in this type of area. I think they're thinking this type of area, and then John Epping has to come down and hit that and roll perfect. If he goes around something, there's no staggered rock, so it's just a straight back raise for a short distance.
I know that's.
And no matter how the opposition is playing, sure, you have to always give them, in this case, John Epping, his due that he could suddenly find it and make that shot on it.
No, and Brad Gushue has enough respect and played these guys last night and almost lost to them that he knows they're just going to, every shot they play is on the assumption that Epping's making his next. Even saw Jeff Walker down there. He wanted to know exactly where he had to brush this really rock to beat. It's 100% engagement by all of them, even when they're up.
Line's good.
Pretty good. Line's good.
Top button, wait.
Go then.
Go
Get it
ahead
back
then.
there. Get it back to Mark's broom.
Line's
good.
Pretty
Line's
good now.
perfect.
Line's great.
Line's perfect. Get it to Mark's broom.
Gotta keep going.
Go. Come on, Jeff.
Hard.
Come on.
Hard.
One
Keep
more.
moving.
Good.
Exactly.
Shot,
exactly where the Mark's broom was. T-line.
Perfect.
And edge of the 4.
Making everything. Not a lot of hard ones, but he's still making everything.
You ever try to move at 5?
You know, they don't let up, Russ. Like, you know, you could kind of go, yeah, this would be good enough, but it isn't. They just never. And we saw that early. That's what I really noticed early in the week. When they were playing teams that maybe weren't challenging them as much, they were still challenging each other. You know, Jeff was pushing Brett to be better, and Brett was pushing Mark. They were expecting great shots out of each other, even when they weren't having a lot of pressure put on them by the opposition.
I think this should be pretty close to last end, Johnny.
Okay, same way.
Yep. Oh. Yep. Wait only. Whoa. Wait's good.
Wait's close.
Close for line.
Marks,
need to a
Jansen.
bit. Line's great. Yep. Whoa.
Cam calling line.
Kind of losing our handle here.
Yep. Go, Tim. Come on, buddy. Hard lock it. You gotta go.
Slows it
And light.
Did lose its handle.
Which causes it to grind a bit, doesn't it?
That was a great throw.
Yeah, it was. Right out of his hand, you heard Pat and Tim say it's a little soft. He meant the release. So a little bit less handle, and then as it travels for 25 seconds, it can lose the handle completely.
What do you think? You're going to throw, you want to try a little hit and roll?
Hit roll, I think. Intern.
Punch it right through the hole.
Yep.
Clean. Clean.
Wow. Yeah, he just
Good end. Good.
very machine-like.
Good setup there. That's a perfect spot for yours.
Kind of weight, Johnny. Control.
You really look at the comfort level of the two teams coming in if you're handicapping it in this situation, and you can just see the Team Canada, Gushue team, they've been here so many times. It's just old hat to them.
Well, even the positioning of Brad's first one, which he had to make perfect, but now
Little solid.
Ontario's got a roll, or it's another steal.
Yep.
Final stone here.
Yep. Yep.
Good boy.
And they will roll it in. Very nice. That works. For the single. It's not good enough tonight for John Epping.
1 yellow.
He's down 5-2. He's just been too good. Brad Gushue and the entire team, the defending Canadian men's world champions out of the Ballyhaley and Remax Center in St. John's. How good is he? Well, look at this.
Well, and it's just expecting, they expect the opposition to make everything. So there was a little bit of discussion about this shot. Jeff Walker came down, he wanted to know exactly where Brad wanted it. So they didn't give him an opportunity to get a chance for a deuce, puts it perfectly where they called it.
Nothing is left to chance when you play for and with Brad Gushue. The key shot is brought to you by Purex. Find comfort in Purex. So once again, Ontario has to settle for that single. And now we go to the ninth, and Team Canada leading 5-2 will once again have the last rock. They have the hammer playing the Redstone.
Wait, good, John. Line's good.
We worked with a sports psychologist years ago, and not even that many years ago, great sports psychologist, Penny Werther, and she came to the Olympics with us, and she said at that time that you had to focus you know, for every shot, but then you had to take mental breaks because you couldn't focus for 2.5 hours without kind of letting down. And that's changed drastically with these teams now. You're expected to focus, and so there that brings in the fitness and the mental training they do. You're expected to focus for 2.5 hours and don't miss a thing.
It's so evident, isn't it? It's, you know, you're watching the front ends walk back, and they're going, "What path are we going to do? We threw one here. Whose rock is it? How much rotation came out of their hand?" Yeah, exactly. You're watching the other 80 rocks that are thrown against you.
That's changed a lot to me. Yeah.
Yes.
You know, you used to see the brushers. They may be looking into the crowd, or they're talking about what they're going to do next week, and it's gone from the game.
That's why when you see
Mixed double specialist.
Yeah.
that comes back, free guard
I was
zone
less,
stone.
but I hit more.
When you think of somebody like a Roger Federer, who's able to, at his age, maintain that kind of focus. Sure, you're going to drop one into the net, but for him over the course of that 5 hours,
we're going to be hitting him pretty hard.
He's truly special.
It's a lot of respect for that. And you look at the years these guys have. I mean, I think the advantage that Gushue had this season was they had a crate. We saw them just before the Continental Cup, and they were exhausted. They'd done trials and mixed doubles trials and everything. They did the Continental Cup, and then they just took a mental break because it is more the mental. They're fit. They could probably play every weekend all year.
Thought there, John.
Whoa, then.
Yeah, they totally backed away from the game, particularly Brad, because of course he played mixed doubles too.
And got to the final
again.
Yeah, 2 devastating losses besides for Brad.
Tee on its own.
The rest of the team was close too, actually. When you look at it, all 4 of them were right there in the mixed doubles.
Good shot.
Good shot, Patty. Spot.
Well, 2 missed tick shots by Jeff Walker here, so a little glimmer of hope here. But you want to steal 2, don't you? Stealing 1 is not. You got to get to steal a 2 somewhere. So unless there's a double peel made, they have that opportunity.
Yes, make sure the shooter goes.
There you go, no double peel. And that first guard's in a pretty good spot, but they can get a lot of separation. You see where John just tapped his broom just over the hog, straight in line with the other one.
3 great shots by Ontario. Lined right up, good separation. And they're lined up perfect like that too. The double peel's so tough because you might make the double peel, but you've had to hit it dead on to do it, and that leaves a guard.
Whoa.
Real close.
Whoa.
Real close.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Another great shot.
Sweet voice.
Yeah, just throwing it to that spot is tough because it's not a spot that you draw to very often.
So you play this out depending on when Epping goes around, but to keep making the single peel, you sink your second one. If they miss the run back, you actually sit 2 buried or sit 3 somewhere.
It's over, Matty.
Feels pretty close, Matt.
Yeah, speed's real good here.
And at this point in the game, if you're Ontario and trying to scratch something out here, these shots are as important as
Looks over to me.
drawing a lid. You've got to do something here to. And this, as you say, is difficult. How many times do you just throw it just over?
Oh, no kidding. And this time of the game, if anything, that spot could be a shade slower.
And here he goes.
A little deep.
Hey, Matty.
2 problems with that one. A little bit tighter than they wanted it. Not bad, but then they left the angle.
2/3 low does it. You like that out turn? Straight down there?
Sure.
Hit it exactly where the broom is. He makes the double peel.
Mark Nichols.
Yep. Hard, Brett. Hard. Hard.
Pull the line, run it back, and gets them both. And then look where that shooter goes. Right into the cushion.
It's just perfect. One little slip up and.
Attaboy.
Nice sweep.
Beauty.
Yeah, they had a chance to sit 2 buried the way the net was going when Brad goes to throw his last one, but not now.
Mid cup. Tight half. Tight.
Okay.
Tight.
Tight.
Well then. Not tight. We don't want tight.
We're tight.
Mid cup.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Mid cup, John.
Whoa, whoa.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. How about I?
Hey, Matty.
Yeah.
Going to take the run, not that hardly?
It's not worth it.
No?
It's just not. If you ever ran it straight back and stuck it, you'd leave the guard.
Okay.
Just peel this out. The most they can possibly give up is a steal of 1. Then they're 2 up coming home with the hammer. So this is the prudent play.
You're fine.
Last time they had an angle, so they knew they could roll out.
Yeah, this time you'd never want to just nose.
If John doesn't get this on perfect, you might see Brad come down to it or tap it out. It's pretty close to the button. If John makes it perfect,
You want this one, Johnny?
He's going to go top 12, and we take a run at the double.
There you
Unless
go.
I can get a quarter of it now, maybe we could chase it, play it tight, and we feather the guard.
Depending on where the guard is.
Yeah, well thought out. Just so if this guard's missed left or right, Brad will go after the back one. But if it's dead on, he's peeling it. Ontario goes top 12, and then Gushue's not drawing against 2 the way the scoreboard is. So he's going to throw a rocket down there, try to make the double. If they steal one, they steal one.
Weight's good. Looks close. Tight.
Scoreboard dictates your strategy for sure.
Yeah, and a steal of 1 wouldn't
No.
upset Canada too badly.
Easy. Yep.
Whoa.
Yep.
We're almost.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Perfect.
Oh, boy.
Shot, John.
The best rock positioning. There's been 6 really good draws here for Ontario out of 7. And that bodes well for the next game. They've been struggling with draw weight.
Yeah, exactly. And so that's what you're going to carry forward.
Just peel it out.
It's nice to walk off a sheet with those in your memory bank.
It's okay.
Yep.
He was 98% last evening, 100% in this one.
Yep.
His last 5 games are mid to high 90s.
And 6% better over the course of the week than John Epping. Great week for Brad Gushue.
Yeah, we did our scouting reports. We talked about, they had 2 injuries going into the Brier last year. They had the weight of the world going into the Brier last year. It showed at the start of the week. So they're in way better position physically and mentally coming into this event, rested, less pressure. They know they can win.
Fight the 12.
Well, and their start was a lot better.
Yeah.
That was their goal, they said, was to just have a better start, and they did.
Fight the 12. Oh, it's light, looks light.
Curling pretty hard now, boys.
Whoa.
We're not in yet.
Almost in.
Yep.
Wow.
Yes. Whoa.
And you don't get it in. And they leave a corner covered, a corner open rather.
That's really why you look at John Epping in this run that he's had, how impressive that is, because his start wasn't good. He started up with a loss, which really, that sometimes can rattle you. It's a first Brier.
It's great.
Bounced back so well.
Well, there's more risk with you showing a piece like that.
What's that?
If you ever tried that blind.
Yeah, exactly.
Brad can see a bit on the out turn, but if he tries to get it and ever feather tick that yellow going by, it's a steal of 2.
Thinking the same as last time, it's pretty close.
Same as last time? Okay.
Just his 3rd draw.
Same draw he made to beat Epping yesterday.
A little more positive.
His favorite draw.
I think it's all there.
That's right, U-turn, yeah.
Final
Line's
stone.
good.
Line's good. Close.
Shot rock, sitting
Line's
back
good.
edge of the button.
Back button.
Whoa. I think we're good now. Line's good. Wait only, guys.
Walker,
Curling now.
go
Close.
land.
That'll work.
Yep.
Whoa, wait only. Wait
Nichols
only.
calling by.
You're going to be on this.
Wait
one.
only.
You're okay.
To the button for one more. What else can you say but what a team, what a win, and they will be tough to beat. Make the final. Team Canada wins it 6-2 in this 1-2-page playoff. And so they will advance. And for John Epping and the team from the Leaside Curling Club in Toronto, not their best after coming into this 1-2-page playoff with a 9-2 record.
Thank you.
Gushue full value for the win, and it started with that hammer. At 10-1, he got the choice of stones and last rock, and he used it. And curling 100% for a 6-2 win. The game story brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada. With alternate Tom Sallows, Team Canada now advances to tomorrow night's final at 8 Eastern. And Ontario, they knew they had that second chance. They get that second chance now against a very impressive Alberta side tomorrow at 1 Eastern time from here in Regina.
The 2018 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada. The 2018 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by New Holland, equipped for a new world. By Purex Bathroom Tissue, find comfort in Purex. And by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures.
All the curlers have plenty of time for those big and small attending this year's Tim Hortons Brier here in Regina. So John Epping, was the fact that he knew there was a second chance, did that enter his mind tonight? Well, he'll get that second chance against Brendan Botcher, coming off that stolen win over Northern Ontario, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And a reminder tonight, in the rest of the country, you turn your clocks ahead. We don't touch anything here. So till we talk with you tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, final day from here in Regina and the Tim Hortons Brier on Canada's sports leader, TSN.